NCIS Tony and Ziva has successfully brought two of the franchise's most beloved characters back to our screens, and fans are loving it. The show follows the couple as their new life in Europe gets interrupted by a dangerous new threat. Michael Weatherly and Cote de Pablo first brought these iconic characters to life in the original NCIS series 20 years ago. And here's the exciting part. De Pablo has hinted that this new chapter for Tony and Ziva might just be getting started. At first, there were whispers that this reunion might be a one-time special event, but both actors have now made it clear they're totally open to working on multiple seasons of NCIS Tony and Ziva. So what does this mean? Well, the show's future really comes down to one thing: viewership ratings. With more shows than ever competing for our attention in the streaming age, the question is, can a legacy brand like NCIS still hold its own? The answer might be yes. Just look at how well the other recent spin-offs have been doing. So let's break down everything we know about the current status and potential future of NCIS Tony and Ziva. Will there be an NCIS Tony and Ziva Season 2? Here's where we stand. Paramount hasn't officially confirmed a second season yet, but there are plenty of reasons to feel hopeful about the series' future. First off, NCIS is one of the studio's most popular and longest-running television franchises. The original series is still thriving in its 23rd season, which is absolutely incredible. On top of that, the Australian spin-off Sydney and the prequel series Origins have both been renewed. Cote de Pablo, who first played Ziva back in 2005, told Collider that she had so much fun returning to these characters after being away from the NCIS universe for so long. She said, "Where this goes, we know not. All we know is that we had to do this. Michael and I felt we owed it to the fans. And so we're really happy about this just being able to happen. If we got a chance to do it again, we'd be thrilled." That's pretty much as enthusiastic as it gets, right? When could NCIS Tony and Ziva Season 2 be released? If the show does get renewed for a second season on Paramount Plus, it could realistically follow the year-long production cycle that's typical for other shows in the franchise. Based on that timeline, we could potentially see Tony and Ziva Season 2 debut in fall or winter 2026. But keep in mind, that's just speculation at this point. Nothing's been confirmed yet. We'll make sure to update you as soon as any new information drops. Who could star in NCIS Tony and Ziva Season 2? This one's pretty obvious. If the show returns for Season 2, Michael Weatherly and Cote de Pablo would definitely reprise their roles as Tony Donazzo and Ziva David. They're the heart of the show, after all. But here's something exciting. The show could also feature cameos from other beloved characters in the wider NCIS franchise. Michael Weatherly told Collider that if the show moves forward, his #1 request would be an appearance from Mark Harmon, the original star of NCIS. He went on to say, "It's such a cool universe that we've created. It's outside of the procedural domain. Deeks and Kenzie from NCIS Los Angeles could pop up, Sam Hanna could pop up, or our lovable probie, Timmy McGee." How cool would that be? Now let's remind ourselves who starred in Season 1. Season 1 cast: Michael Weatherly as Anthony Donazzo, Cote de Pablo as Ziva David, Isla G as Tali Donazzo, Olivia Brody as young Tali, Amita Suman as Claudette Karen, Lara Rossi as Sophie Summers, Maximilian Osinski as Boris Peskov, Anne-Marie Waldeck as Frusi Gortva, Julian Ovenden as Jonah Markham, James Darcy as Henry Rayner Hunt, Nassima Benchico as Martin Arano, Terrence Maynard as Dr. Lang, Emmanuel Bonamy as Pierre Gallimard, Sean Pertwee as Aaron Graves. What could happen in NCIS Tony and Ziva Season 2? Since Season 2 hasn't been confirmed yet, we can only speculate about what might happen next. But Cote de Pablo has given us one really interesting possibility to think about. In an interview with Screen Rant, she said she'd be interested in seeing the show move to a different part of the world if Paramount Plus orders a second season. She explained, "Right now, obviously the show's taking place in Europe because the characters are living and they've made a life in Europe, but I have no idea where the story may take them." Then she added, "We've joked around. We could be in Asia. We could be exploring different continents even. She also acknowledged the possibility of bringing Tony and Ziva back to Washington, D.C., the place where their fates first intertwined. That would be such a full circle moment, wouldn't it? Is there a trailer for Tony and Ziva Season 2? Not yet, but we'll definitely keep you updated if any new footage drops. So that's everything we know so far about NCIS, Tony and Ziva Season 2. What do you think? Would you want to see them explore different parts of the world, or should they return to DC? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates on your favorite shows.